Let's stick with the unusually warm weather we're seeing this week and the expected womp swing back to below 10 degrees next week. I'm joined by Dave Phillips, Environment Canada Senior Climatologist. Dave, good to see you. You're stuck inside, as am I, but let's talk about the contrast. The record-breaking heat on one hand and then cold temps coming in just a couple days, all in the span of a week.
You know, you're right, Beatrice. You know, April is the cruel month. It's the fickle and fitful kind of weather. I mean, by the middle of the month, we'll have already had 5 days with frost, 7 days where the temperature's been above 20, including the warmest temperature of all time in terms of early April. We could see some light snow flurries come Monday, and hey, a big cool off. Instead of temperatures being like 3 days in a row, the day before, yesterday, today. We've already broken a record today, Beatrice, for today's record on terms of April the 14th. And so it's weird, wild, and wacky. The weather is really, everybody's talking about it. And we even have today, kind of interestingly, a special air quality statement. I mean, that's something you expect in the dog days of summer. And we've had the heat. So with the triple H's, the heat, the humidity, and now the haze. So it's very much like a summery-like situation. But you know, yesterday's temperature, I'm still shaking my head over that. We had temperatures that were almost 30 degrees, 29 degrees. It never, Beatrice, in 182 years of records in Toronto, there's never been a warmer temperature at the beginning of the year as we saw yesterday. It was super exceptional and quite hard to deal with. I mean, people didn't have their air conditioning set. They didn't know where their fans. They didn't have their linen out. I've got my linen shirt on now. And so my sense is that it was really coming, but hey, it has no staying power. We're going to lose it in a couple of days.
Yeah, linen is needed on a day like today. We're showing people live pictures right now of people without their shirts on, tossing around a Frisbee at the beach. I love it. I'm a summer baby. People on patios love it. But what does this actually mean for farmers and their crops? Because this is actually a big issue for them.
Oh, that's a good point, Beatrice. You know, I mean, everybody is got smiles on their face. Nobody's cutting you off in traffic. People are in a good feeling about this. But farmers realize they're realists, and they realize that these very warm temperatures, especially this warm, I mean, trees like apple trees are not just budding, they're blossoming. And if they get a frost after this could create all kinds of problems for them. I remember in 2012, we had a very similar kind of a March situation, very warm temperatures, the trees blossomed, and then we had several days with frost in April and early May, and it cost the apple industry in Ontario $100 million of losses. So they've got their fingers crossed that you know, that this won't happen again. We've seen in the last 3 years, though, Beatrice, here's the reality check. I mean, we have had in the last 3 years, we have after this date, we've had on average about 3 to 5 days with frost, and we've had about 3 or 4 days with snow. Now, a dusting of snow, you don't get out and shovel it, but the reality is that, you know, here is the time when winter wants to hang on and summer wants to get a foothold. I mean, this is what April is. It's like you wear out your body changing clothes. And so it really is quite spectacular. But hey, the reality is that for the next month, I think temperatures are going to be very close to normal. So we're going to go back to, hey, we've had kind of winter, we've had summer, and now we're going to go into spring. Hey, that's not the order it should be, but hey, that's what we're going to feel.
Yeah, the seasonal tug of war will continue. Environment Canada's Dave Phillips, thanks so much for your time and your candid, analysis of our weather. Thank you.
You're welcome, Beatrice.